Prophet Nigel Gaisie revealed the secret behind John Kumah's death on Hit FM during an exclusive interview with Andy Dusty.
They couldn't. But if I say that John Kumah has not given me money before, I'll be ungrateful. It was one of the days he came to church, I remember, and I wanted somebody to give a lady there 1,000. I think he did. John, Mr. Neswa, sorry, very good man. And it's unfortunate he did not listen, and they have truncated his great destiny. He would have been the running mate by now, and potentially he would have been a president one day. But it's unfortunate. So,
but you said you met the wife
on March 7th, 2024, at the age of 45 years, and it is a popular and highly respected Ghanaian politician, and or NPP, as say our science lawyer John Kumah Ewu. According to speculations, he was poisoned. Now, so autopsy report, which came later, proved say he died of natural cause. Now, and Crawford P. who poisoned John Kumah. In fact, it became a political gamble across news portals, any radio stations, as well as TV stations. During that particular era, and so no, Prophet Nigel Gaisie and the wife of John Kumah, the late, have a serious banter on social media, any airwaves. So, well, Prophet Nigel Gaisie on Hit FM revealed the secret behind the death of John Kumah. Nyabo Nekoti revelation or Meki, starting from the encounter with John Kumah's wife and eventually John Kumah, and how good he was, Ansana Ugu.
Yes, sir. But the prophet is like a wind. We are like a wind, yes, sir.
Prophet Nigel, yes, sir. You had issues with the late John Kumah and his wife.
Yeah, I never had issue with anybody.
No,
they had a problem.
Okay, so they had issues with you. When I remember when the issue came that you knew them, you had even gone to their space, well, you had been with them. That is a classic.
That is a classic. That is a classic example.
Now going to them and sitting with them and eating with them, being in a relationship with them, all of a sudden you are telling them or telling the world stuff that you knew already. Now, as a prophet who is well read, I mean, listening to you know your job.
Yeah, I'm an inky prophet. I'm educated.
Very well.
I'm an intellectual.
Very well. And
Fatima Abubakar is my classmate.
Okay.
The Minister of Information.
That's my very good friend.
Yeah, anyway. We sit like this at home. Yeah. But when she came into power, she's scared, so she doesn't want to get close.
In fact, very well. It's good you are mentioning. Honorable Fatima Abubakar. So it's not only me having issues with you.
She's a good woman.
Oh, she is. But we have issues. I have issues with Honorable. Honorable.
She's my body, but I mean, power has changed. But she's a good woman.
Yeah. Okay, back to my issue. So going to them and sitting with them, I mean, fraternizing.
Yeah.
As a prophet who doesn't visit people, a prophet who is not like a pastor,
yes, please,
and like a mom who will come to you and share the word or da. Did you not know all of these?
Okay, so again, thank you and greetings to everybody listening. So this is a very fine classical example of what I was trying to push across. So I know John Kumah through the wife. I think some 16, 17 years ago, I was working. I was ministering under unction in Obuasi at a place called Tutuka, Church of God.
Tutuka.
Yeah, Church of God. So I turned back and I saw a fair lady, and I mentioned her name by the prophetic. I said, "You are Lily," and
you didn't know her.
No, I didn't know her. Me, I'm gifted by the message. So if before we close, you can open your phone lines, and I'll prophesy to anybody that's calls.
Oh, don't go too far. You can prophesy to any of my.
No, you don't determine.
Oh no, I'm saying don't go too far.
So what I'm saying is that
I don't want you to. I don't want worry. Anyone calling.
Very well, I appreciate. I appreciate. So Andy. So I turned back. I remember vividly. I went with my son, Pastor Gosway. So then she came and. The long story cut short, she has a blind father, blah blah blah. So I told her that okay, I have service in Accra, Elbeam. So she and the husband John Kumah began. They are one of the people that God uses me to bless them. And I told her, prayed for her. I put it. Then I was preaching on Peace FM. I helped her be on Peace FM, Hit FM through my son here and there. So I prayed. I prayed for John Kumah. I have been to their house with my son only once, and I think that they were doing either party or birthday something. end of year something, and I did not even eat. It was a table. I don't eat at people's place, because the least mistake you do, somebody will poison you. I'm not saying they may poison me. So I don't, as a principle, I don't eat at people's place. So I do not even eat there. But it was end of year. What? Christmas something. So I went. I did not even spend. I went with my team. I did not even spend maybe 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and I left. So then, one of the days, we had a clip. I have the video, but I respect John Kumah so much. He's a good man, very, very good man. I respect him. I respect the family, so I did not want to bring it out in my church. So they came. It was Sunday. At that time, they were using a pickup that, I mean, you have to push the pickup before it starts. Then I told he
was not a minister.
No, he was not. But he was a lawyer. Yeah. So, but then of course they were struggling, but of course. So I told him by the prophetic that the Lord said that Nana Akufo-Addo will be president, and he will play a pivotal role in the government. Then he told me that prophet, he said it in Chi, if I'm permitted.
Oh, go ahead.
He said, "Senkomse will be my prophet. Mehelpa na sadana mema gosi 1 billion not there, bro." So long and short, so we pray for them, stood with them. Sometimes the wife and himself will come away for me 4 or 5 hours, and before they will see me. So long so, by the grace of God, they came into power. Then, like I said, 6-7 months later, I saw that John Mahama must be the next president. Then DC must come. So they disconnected. I have never, since they came into power, I never called the late John Kumah. I never called him. But what it is that I do once a while, I'll ask my son, "Hey, Pastor Gaisie, it's John Kumah no omo refinia nyame fam so ye. Jefferson Saki we. Then my son will say, "Papa ho." So I was going to renew my UK visa. So when I got to the car park, I parked. I was walking towards the moving pick entrance. So I saw a beautiful fair lady there. So my son told me that, "Papa, that is Lilio." So I said, "Hey, Lily Nasasan and a color Ayakoko-san." So when Lily saw me, John Kumah's wife, then I said, "Good morning." Then he said, "Man of God." So I go, "Oh, wow." So he called me Papa. I poured oil on you. So all of a sudden he called me man of God. I said, "Hey, Lily, I know friend me man of God. Me your papa." And I'm saying, "Ukon me who bibi one ho. Ma ese me ke bibi treno." And I'll say, "Oh, honom." And I'm say, "Beya friend na me ne nkasa or something like that." And I'll say, "Okay, obey sir." So I left. So 31st, I gave the prophecy that I saw the former minister of finance would die or something. And it happened. And she went to sit on Asasi radio and she said all the unprintable stuff she said. I could have said much more because I know a lot of deep things about her. And she knows I know. She knows I know, and she knows I'm a prophet.
Like what?
Oh, it's past. I mean, I'm a kingdom-minded person. I don't set more confusion. It's past. I respect her. She's a woman of God, so I respect the oil on her. So I could have, when she went to say all the silly, disrespectful things she said about me, because at the time I was her father. In fact, I'm the first man of God to preach at her place, where her church is now. I'm the first man of God to hold a serious program, the anoint there for her. You understand? So I said it not because I heard her say that I was on John Kumah's payroll. At that time, they did not have money to pay me. At that time, I was, by the message of God, I was very big. I was very blessed. My church, I had over 700 members. When they even come, they have to queue to see me. So they couldn't have. Maybe now, because they're in power, they could have put me on a payroll. They couldn't. But if I say that John Kumah has not given me money before, I'll be ungrateful. Because one of the days he came to church, I remember, and I wanted somebody to give a lady there 1,000. I think he did. John, Mr. Neswa, sorry, very good man. And it's unfortunate he did not listen, and they have truncated his great destiny. He would have been the running mate by now, and potentially he would have been a president one day. But it's unfortunate. So,
but you said you met the wife at the British.
No, okay, the British
you were going to submit.
Yeah, I was going to renew my visa.
Your visa, and immediately you saw her. You told her that you had seen something.
Yeah, I told her
about the husband.
Yeah, I told her.
Was this vision or prophecy instantly or was it something you had seen?
No, I've seen it. Andy, if I tell you things I've seen about
me,
no, please, not you. Things I've seen about people, about the nation of Ghana. If I say, some, I might be called by the national security or the BNI to say. So it's not some of it I deal with it, we fast with it. I let my prayer intercessor deal with it here and there. So I've already seen it.
Are you scared if the BNI
I'm not scared, but I'm a wise prophet and I want to live long and I have investment, I have kids, I have family.
So go and tell your truth. If they are not lies, you just once it's coming from God. If it's about the president or if it's about the chief of the BNI and you go and you sit to him privately and you tell him that, Papa, this and that is what I've seen, so pray. This one, you know,
this,
and you are well connected.
Yeah,
you can go.
Yeah, by the message of I do. Someone like Kenapa is a good man. I do the little I can do. I do the little I can do. I do. But like I said, when she saw me, she called me. I'm her father. I'm her father. I've poured oil on her before. I've instructed her in ministry, taught her 1, 2, or 3 before. So when she saw me, she said, "Man of God." Like I said, okay.
Okay, but what's wrong with that? Is something wrong with that tag? Is it a bad tag?
It's not a bad tag, but this is my son. I've invested in him, and he calls me Papa. I've fed him. I've clothed him. The car is using. I bought it for him. Then he changes. He get money. He sees power. Then instead of him calling me Papa, he will call me Man of God.
So that is Prophet Nigel Gaisie's revelation on the death of John Kumah and how aftermath issue is between himself and that of the wife of the late John Kumah. Well, any update for now, you hear more and more videos on YouTube at Vimbas. Do also check those videos out, trending stories, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Adolfo, CP.
Vimbas TV.